Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be answering a bunch of questions I commonly get asked in my videos. Believe it or not, I get commented the same like 10 or 15 questions just about every video. So I decided, you know what, let's go ahead and make a video answering all these questions so people can stop asking the same questions over and over. I'm sure I'm still going to get these questions after this video, but hopefully it'll help most of you guys by answering the questions that you guys have. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the first commonly asked question. Alright guys, the first question I get asked a lot is, how do you get your screen kind of stretch res like? Or how do you get your screen stretch res? Or how do you get stretch res on mobile? So basically guys, when I'm playing, normally I'm not on a stretch res screen. However, after I do record a video, I do have to go into this app called LumaFusion, which is what I use to edit and then upload videos to YouTube. And in that editing software is where I stretch the video to make it fit the YouTube format. And I don't normally play, like when I'm playing on a TikTok stream where you can see my hand cam, for example, it's not a stretched res screen. It's just a normal iPad screen. But I only stretch the video after I play in order to make it fill out the YouTube video format, if that makes sense. Alright guys, the next comment I get asked a lot is, can you show your settings? Yes, of course, I can show my settings. I've made many YouTube videos of like settings tutorials. The most recent one was like maybe a couple months ago, 3-4 months ago, something like that. So what I'm going to do is in the description of this video or in the top comment, I'm going to put a link to that video. So go and click on that if you guys are curious what my settings are. You can copy all of them. I don't really mind. I don't gatekeep anything, so you can copy anything you want from me. I don't really mind. And yeah, let's get on to the next comment. Alright guys, the next question is, how do you clip your games or do you just screen record? I get questions about how I record my gameplay all the time. And basically, I just use the native screen recording software that comes with your iPad or Apple device. I'm going to show a screenshot of that on screen now and where to access it. Alright, the next question is, I know you won't respond to me because you literally aren't responding to anyone else, but I really hope you do, bro, because how do I get higher FOV like yours? Mine is straightforward and yours is so wide. Alright guys, so my FOV is higher than yours might be because I have my FOV settings. There's two different FOV settings all the way up. I'm going to show on screen right now where to access that, or where the FOV settings are. And this is in Fortnite settings, not in like iPhone or the Apple settings or anything like that. But yeah, go to your Fortnite settings. Go to the tab I'm showing on screen right now. Go to these and turn them both all the way up to the right at whatever the highest percentage they can be at is. And that's why my FOV is so wide. It is a little bit as well the stretch resolution that I use from LumaFusion, but I do also have higher FOV, which might be why it looks dramatically wide compared to some other gameplay. Alright guys, the next question I get asked a lot is, what kind of cooler is that? Or what kind of cooler do you use? So yes guys, I do use an iPad cooling fan on the back of my iPad when I play. It just makes it so your iPad overheats less, and therefore your FPS is better. So the one specifically I use is just like a random one I found on Amazon that works really well. So I'm just going to do the same thing I did for the other thing I said, whatever. Go to the description of my video and I will have a link / like explanation kind of thing of what cooler I use and yeah, and how much is it and stuff like that. So go ahead and go to the description of this video, and that's where all the information on the cooler I use will be. For the final question I get asked is, how can I get stable FPS, and how do I get better ping on mobile? So for the stable FPS part, I actually made a full tutorial on how to better stabilize your FPS on Apple devices for Fortnite Mobile. So I'm going to put yet again, a link in the description to the video of a different video showing you how to get better FPS, since I already made that whole video on how to do that, so there's no use of explaining that again. However, for the ping, there's a couple different ways you can get better ping. If you're on like really bad ping, like if you get like 200 ping, you can try to use exit lag. Exit lag does help you get better ping when your ping's really high like that. Also, try an Ethernet cable. You can buy an adapter online, on Amazon, on TikTok Shop, anywhere, for pretty cheap, that can make it so you can plug in an Ethernet cable directly to your adapter and therefore into your tablet, so that your iPad is Ethernet like adaptable, I guess, if that makes sense. And that will give you better ping and better packet loss. If you get packet loss, that does help with that as well. It should limit the packet loss you do get. And yeah, that's pretty much it, other than like just getting better Wi-Fi, because that always helps. That helped me go from like 50 ping in game to like 20. So yeah, other than that, guys, that should be it for today's video. If you guys have any other questions that I didn't answer, I will be making a part 2 to this video if this one does well. So I guess we'll just see. Or if I get a lot of questions as well in the comments, I will make another video answering all your questions. Thank you so much for supporting the channel lately. We just hit 10,000 subscribers. I'm so grateful. I never thought I would actually hit this milestone, because I was at 1K subs like for 2 years, and then the last year alone we've gotten like so many subscribers. So I really do appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much for the love and support y'all have been showing me recently. And yeah, make sure you guys like this video if it helped you out at all. Don't be afraid to ask any question in the comment. No question's a stupid question. I will answer anything, whatever it is, in the next video if I do make one. And yeah, let me stop yapping and conclude this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.